Have you ever noticed that some people slip into sins, yet they never forget Allah, while others remain busy with worship, yet their hearts feel far from Him? Have you ever wondered why the remembrance of Allah begins flowing in some hearts on its own? Because real remembrance is not done by the tongue. It is done by the heart. And whose heart is that? It is the heart that Allah chooses for Himself. When Allah takes a heart as His own, He places His remembrance inside it quietly, gently, without effort. Today in this entire video, I want to share a secret with you. A secret many have never heard. A secret that shakes the heart, stirs the soul, and reaches the roots of faith. Peace and mercy of Allah be upon you. Come, let us enter the world of remembrance of the heart. Remembrance of the heart is not what the lips repeat. Remembrance of the heart is what the heart itself speaks. Saying Allah, Allah with the tongue is easy. But saying Allah with the heart, that is a special gift from Allah when the heart begins to beat with His name. When the heart remembers Him, even in silence. When the heart slowly lets go of sins. When the heart softens in loneliness. These are the signs of inner remembrance. This remembrance is not our achievement. It is Allah's mercy. Now let me ask you something. Don't answer emotionally. Answer honestly. When was the last time you felt like crying in solitude just remembering Allah? When was the last time your heart whispered, "Oh Allah, don't leave me"? When was the last time your heart remembered Him on its own? Tell me in the comments, because your answer might become guidance for someone else. Let me share a true story with you. An elderly spiritual guide once met a young man. The young man had tears in his eyes. He said, "Master, I remember Allah, but my heart doesn't feel present. What should I do?" The elder smiled and said, "My son, if you continue remembering Allah even when your heart feels absent, then Allah has already planted the seed of remembrance in your heart. Do not worry. One day this seed will break your heart open and bloom into a flower." And that is exactly what happened. Years later, that same young man became someone about whom people said, "Just sitting near him softens the heart as if someone gently placed a hand over it." Allah places His remembrance in broken hearts because broken hearts make less noise and Allah's voice is heard more clearly there. A heart that does not remember Him to be seen, not to be praised, but only for Allah. Allah fills that heart with His light. Allah places His remembrance in the heart that admits its mistakes, that seeks forgiveness, that breaks down in prostration. Worship in front of people is easy, but remembering Allah in solitude, that is love. When a heart thanks Allah for even the smallest blessings, Allah increases the light of remembrance in that heart. Once a man asked a spiritual elder, "Is there any action that brings a dead heart back to life?" The elder replied, "Yes. Do two things. Sit quietly at night for a few moments and remember Allah from your heart and place your hand gently on the head of a poor person." The man asked, "What is the secret in this?" The elder said, "When you sit in silence, Allah speaks to your heart. And when you show mercy to the poor, Allah softens your heart. And once Allah softens a heart, it never becomes hard again." Listen carefully. The greatest sign of remembrance is not increased worship. The greatest sign is this: when the heart intends to sin and then begins to ache on its own, that ache, that restlessness, that inner pain, that itself is the remembrance of Allah. My brother, my sister, let me tell you something important. The most deceptive part of the human body is the tongue, and the most truthful part is the heart. Sometimes the tongue says Allah, but the heart remains silent and the word disappears into the air. But when the heart says Allah, even once that word pierces the heavens, it reaches the throne. Even the angels cannot stop it. And then Allah settles His remembrance inside that heart. Have you ever woken up at 2 a.m. and felt Allah in the silence? When the whole house is asleep and inside your heart there is a gentle knock, a quiet feeling saying, "Wake up, remember me. I am here." That feeling, that desire to speak to Allah for just 2 minutes is not a lecture from a scholar, not a video from the internet. It is direct permission from Allah. The one who awakens the heart is the same one who places remembrance within it. There comes a moment in life when a person is drowning in sins. The hands feel stained. The heart feels rusted. The soul feels exhausted. And then suddenly, a single moment, a single second, the heart turns towards Allah. No reason, no explanation. The heart simply melts, and that moment is the true beginning of remembrance of the heart. This stage is strange and subtle. It is easy to impress people, but it is very difficult to become real in front of Allah. The world can see your worship, but Allah sees the condition of your heart. And to Allah, the most precious thing is that single heartbeat that grows faster when it remembers Him. Some people cry in prostration, some cry during supplication, and some sit silently doing nothing. Yet their hearts break just remembering Allah, that breaking that is remembrance of the heart. My brother, when the heart turns into a dirty drain filled with sins, jealousy, anger, hatred, pain, and selfishness, where will the light settle? Remembrance of the heart is light, and light settles only in a purified heart. So how does a heart become pure? On the day a person admits their mistake. A heart that admits its fault is deeply loved by Allah, because when a heart breaks, Allah Himself gathers it. Sometimes you feel restless, don't you? The heart feels heavy. Sleep disappears. Inside there is an ache, a pain, an open wound. Listen carefully. This pain is not punishment. It is a call from Allah, a summons for the soul, and that same restlessness pushes the heart toward remembrance. This restlessness has a name, the heart running toward Allah, and the heart that runs toward Allah is never returned empty. One sign of remembrance of the heart is that sometimes the heart goes completely silent. A deep stillness, as if the world is somewhere else and you are somewhere entirely different. This state often comes during the call to prayer, after salah, or in complete solitude. It is not a common state. It is a sign that sins are leaving the heart and light is entering. This is a doorway to closeness with Allah, my dear one. Sometimes it feels as if someone is holding you from the inside, comforting you, whispering, "I am here. Do not be afraid." This feeling does not touch the body, it touches the heart. This is the touch of Allah's love. This is the moment when Allah gently pulls the heart toward Himself quietly, silently, lovingly. Have you ever cried tears that had no words, no sentence, no formal prayer, just silence, just pain, just softness? Those tears, those very tears, are the highest form of remembrance of the heart. The tongue is silent. The heart speaks and Allah listens. This is the moment when the person is not crying, the heart is crying. Now let me ask you something honestly. Write your answer sincerely in the comments, because your words might awaken another heart. Have you ever wanted to cry quietly just by remembering Allah? Just write yes or no. Your answer may become guidance for someone else. Listen to this carefully. When Allah wants to bring someone close, He tires them of the noise of the world. People's words, the race of life, the complications of relationships, the desires of the ego. There comes a moment when the heart breaks away from all of it and searches for refuge in only one place: Allah. This breaking is not punishment. It is mercy. Allah removes the world from the heart so that He Himself may enter. Have you noticed something? There was a time when you could sin and feel normal, and now even a small mistake shakes your heart. Sleep disappears. The soul becomes restless. If this is happening to you, rejoice. This is not your goodness. This is Allah's love. Because a heart that melts after sin is a heart in remembrance. The heart whispers, "Oh Allah, I was wrong. Please don't leave me." That single whisper is more valuable than many outward acts of worship. When a heart softens because of Allah, life begins to change. Less anger, less desire for revenge, more softness, more prayers for others. You are not doing this yourself. Allah is placing it inside your heart, because remembrance of the heart washes the heart clean. And when the heart becomes clean, mercy toward creation flows naturally. Sometimes you suddenly feel the urge to read the Qur'an, pray on time, talk to Allah in solitude, forgive someone, help someone. These thoughts are not yours. They are sent directly by Allah to the heart. This is not imagination. This is guidance. This is the light of remembrance of the heart. I want to ask you something sincerely in the comments. Write just one sentence. My heart is awakening toward Allah. If you write this truthfully from the heart, a transformation may begin from today. There will come a moment when you are doing nothing. You are not praying. You are not speaking. You are simply sitting in silence. And suddenly from inside the heart, the words rise on their own. Allah, 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 when that happens, understand this clearly. Allah has placed His remembrance inside your heart. This is the station where the servant does not remember Allah. Remembrance itself begins to live inside the servant. This is not effort. This is a gift. A special gift from Allah, my dear brother, my dear sister. Light does not descend into the heart all at once. It comes slowly, gently, drop by drop. First the heart becomes a little soft, then thoughts begin to change, then intentions become pure. Then the tongue itself leans toward Allah. All of this Allah is doing quietly inside you without noise, without announcement. Light comes through prayer. It comes through repentance. But the deepest light comes through the honesty of the heart. A broken heart, a softened heart, a truthful heart. These are the true pathways of divine light. Have you ever wondered why the heart becomes tired? Why it feels heavy? Why there is a sense of incompleteness inside? The answer is simple. The heart was not created for the world. It was not created for money, fame, people's praise, or endless desires. The heart was created for Allah, and when the heart does not find its true owner, it becomes restless. In that restlessness, Allah gently pulls the heart back toward Himself. My beloved, if you are still here with me at this moment, know that this is not coincidence. Allah stopped you, seated you, and drew you here through His remembrance. And if during this video you felt even one moment of softness, even one spark in the heart, even a single second where the heart felt lighter, then know this. Allah has placed the first drop of light inside you. And today Allah has knocked on the door of your heart once again. This moment, this feeling, this state, it may not come again in the same way. Hold on to it. Do not waste it. And before you go, write just one thing. Not from the tongue, but from the heart. In the comments, write, keep my heart alive in your remembrance. Why? Because this sentence is not just words. It is a connection, a beginning, an opening. Whoever writes it sincerely, Allah Himself will take care of their heart. May Allah place His light upon your heart. May He grant you His love. May He strengthen you in His remembrance. And may He include you among those whose hearts beat with His.